Worried are you with more and more GAA players falling victims to the gambling world?
I think it's a major issue in society, and I think sport, especially GAA, obviously reflects society in Ireland a lot. And it's going to be a major issue because of the fact that there's so much accessibility right now. It's an app on your iPhone, it's one touch. You don't have to walk into a bookies. It's so prevalent amongst people. It's the topic of conversation in a lot of change rooms, and I think it is something that is getting more and more prevalent, as I say, more and more accessible, and therefore we're going to have so many more issues. Because, as I say, it's a societal issue now, and I think sport reflects that, in particular the GAA in this country.
Yeah, and just following on from that, what changes do you think are needed to be made by the GAA and the government to prevent situations like this occurring?
Well, to be fair, the GAA are doing good work as far as education, as far as helping people in crisis. I think from a government standpoint, we still have the same gambling legislation as I think we had in 1948 or something like that. So there's been a lot of changes in gambling, the way people gamble, how many people gamble. Again, go back to the accessibility point, and I think because of that, we have so many more issues, and I think to have the same gambling legislation as we had in a time where gambling wasn't prevalent is absolutely madness. And it just shows you, the disdain that the government have treated this issue with. Obviously there's a vested interest from the government point of view, and that's why it hasn't changed.
Yeah. Next question, Slotney have been the story of the club championship so far. How much of a buzz is going on up in Ulster about their massive achievement so far?
Well, I think they've won football-wise they've won two Ulster titles in the space of 2 years, or in the space of 3 years. I think that's a massive thing for them. I think they want to take that ultimate step of winning All Ireland. But along with that, to win a camogie title and to win a hurling title is absolutely magnificent. We don't have any. We certainly have camogie, but we don't have any hurling within our club. And I know that the massive effort it takes just to win a football title. So what they've done is groundbreaking, and there's a real buzz around it. And fair play to them and best of luck to them, because it's been an unbelievable achievement.
Mark has now been introduced for the 2017 campaign. Do you think this will improve our game?
I have my doubts that it's going to improve our game. My worry always is whenever we introduce, another skill or rule into the game, is that how referees are going to cope with it. And I think referees have struggled with the black card. Now we're giving them the mark. I don't think it's fair. I think it's not going to make a difference to, first of all, how competitive our games are. I think what we've done in previous times with new rules is we've been able to coach around them. And I think that's exactly what's going to happen. I think instead of speeding up the game, I think it's going to slow the game down markedly. I think the amount of times you see somebody catching the ball clean in the middle of the field is going to deteriorate, and I think of all the rules we've had over the last number of years, this is probably the one that's going to set us back most.
Right, okay, and just leading on to that, what current rule would you change?
What current rule?
Yeah.
I let boys pick the ball off the ground. I think it works really well in ladies football, and even the scoop lift around the guy, it's worked really well in ladies football. It speeds the game up, and I think it's the one rule that I would love to see change, because of the fact that is it really a skill to put your toe onto the ball and pick it up? I think that's the obvious rule that the GAA probably should have changed.
Yeah. And finally then, who do you think would win the debate, Conor McGregor or Joe Brolly?
Who would win a debate?
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. Brolly always wins debate by pure force of his vocabulary. He's got the most unbelievable vocabulary. I took him on a couple of times, and I've just had to admit defeat. Not because it was wrong, but because his vocab was better than mine.